Welcome to the cave, where people from all over the world come here to seek for what they desire. But be careful before you judge. There's a dark place in your heart as well. But enough about you. This is about them. This is the story of the scientist. One day, the scientist was doing her favourite hobby, studying and researching. Back in the day, the scientist was a very inspiring woman who wanted to find a way of making the environment more eco-friendly. As the scientist kept writing her formulas on the chalkboard, she finally found a breakthrough. After that, everyone caught word that the scientist had finally found a solution to the problem of climate change. It was a big success to the point where nobody put their hands down. She was even nominated for the reward of Scientist of the Year, which instantly made its way into newspaper after newspaper. Now, I know what you're thinking. What harm has our clever little lady done? Well, one day, a businessman rang her up after finding out that she had the top prize in scientists. Since he loved the idea of unlimited power, he wanted to make an offer, which could mean she could get paid. The scientist could envision it now, her very own cruise ship, along with her very own hot spring. And so, the scientist got a lot of visits from business people who wanted to offer her generous financial incentives. Most of their compromises sounded inspiring and would be sure to gain acceptance, until she saw the amount of money she would be offered. Even after politely taking the offer, she still wanted more money, succumbing to greed. That was when she heard the telephone ring. One night, she answered the phone to hear a shady man on the other end. The man was a secret military agent who promised to give her a virtually unlimited budget. Although he sounded like a stereotypical hacker, the scientist knew they were a large source to living upper class, so she hesitantly agreed to meeting up in the morning. The next morning, the scientist finally made up her mind and decided to visit the military for the compromise. It turned out that the military wanted her to build a nuclear missile of mass destruction.
But that could wipe out an entire human race.
Just wait until you see what we'll offer you. And so, the scientist was presented with an unlimited budget of golden bars, which if sold, could create a ton of cash. Do we have a deal now? The scientist thought very carefully of how to respond. If a weapon like that could choke up the oxygen on Earth, would it be sensible? She was just an American scientist, and she had a chance to save our planet, but only one chance to get a lot of dosh. So, with money on her mind, the scientist accepted the offer. Now that she had a large bank account in her wallet, she could finally afford her very own cruise ship, along with her very own hot spring. That's right, she had unimaginable wealth, and only a slight downside for the rest of us. This moral is essentially important. No matter the price, money doesn't grow on trees, especially when it comes to pollution. After all, this is the only home we've got, so we should keep it safe before things get worse. It's a shame really, because the scientist seemed like a nice person, with an inspiring goal. But then, she saw the price. She had the chance to tear those blueprints up, since clean air is more important than money. And that would mean a bright future for the entire world. Well, you might think of this evening as a failure, but it was not. True, our main character did not learn the lesson they were meant to. They are destined to choose a path that can lead only to misery and disappointment. Not to mention a few lawsuits and possibly an embarrassing reality TV show. But I know you will leave here tonight with a new perspective on the choices to come. Someday, you yourself shall explore these mysterious depths. And when we meet again on that journey, I am confident you will make the right decisions. Because this is The Cave.